Hello. Okay. So I'm having network problems and I'm just a bit surprised as to why I have that. So I don't know how long I will be live because my network is giving me problems. I would like you to get in and check out my channel. Subscribe to my channel, please. And let me know what you'd like us to talk about. I would like to come in not on Wednesdays. Wednesdays I'm usually not around, but I would like to do lives on what is it on between Monday and Thursday. I would like to do come on here, let's have a live, let us have conversations about stuff that we have been, talking about. You know, my last conversation was things I learned in 2024. Maybe I can revisit that conversation and just have a conversation. Yeah, here it is. Stuff I learned in 2024. Let me sit properly. I am feeling a bit under the weather, but I'm intentional. I would really, really like this um, channel to grow. So I need to put myself out there. Stuff that I learned last year, besides a whole lot of things, was a definitely be consistent. Be consistent and do what you love. Always just force yourself to do everything that you want to do. Don't be lazy. Don't sleep on yourself. I did learn that people know what they're doing. That's where actually I should start, right? I did learn that people do know what they're doing. I was disappointed a lot, especially with people who are quick to call themselves, high levels of friends. When you find people who will say, "No, I am your special friend. I'm your best friend," and you're like, "How? You're my best friend, but this is how you're treating me, or you're my close friend, or you're my this, my family." It's really disturbing how people think that is normal to treat you like nonsense. They want to know your business, but you never know their business. And yes, you don't care about people's business, but then don't be a monitoring spirit into my life. So that's definitely one thing that I learned. And I also learned that when you're not invited, just don't go. And when you're not invited, it's never a mistake. Actually, people know what they are doing. This is basically the stuff that I learned, yeah, last year. And I started with the be consistent, hi chain, be more consistent in your work so that you have results. I just need to conquer depression. In all of that, I really do need to conquer. Um, if you want to be consistent, but your mind is also going through its own thing, and you get depressed, then what do you do? I know one thing that is working for me is just continuing. Continue putting that energy. Continue doing your work. Don't forget to subscribe. Don't forget to watch my videos and let me know which videos you like. Hi everyone, and thank you for joining in. We're just talking about the lessons that we learned in 2024, and you can comment below and just let's have a conversation. Yeah, it's a Wednesday, why not? Okay, so just be consistent, don't stop, don't let imposter syndrome get you down. Believe in yourself, because if you don't, how else are you going to do it? But also, because depression happens, anxiety happens, get a life coach. Let's normalize getting life coaches. I know I'm acting as a virtual coach on my channel where I'm trying to be friends and I'm trying to just continue motivating you like a life coach would do, but invest in a life coach. I'm not gonna like invest in a life coach because you need those people. You need someone you can call and be like, hey, listen, hey, my gas is running low. As in energy, I do not have energy. I'm Turkish. How do I add you? I'm South African. Okay, this what is it? First, second, third one. I feel like some people they're not fake. Some people it's not that they are not your friends. I think you can add me. I can only remove you, raccoon. Yeah, I can't. You have to follow me. You have to send me an email. Then we talk. The other one is people aren't fake. Maybe sometimes people are just not your friends, and sometimes that's the problem. The fact that them being fake, you thinking this is your friend, yet it's not your friend. This person, is just a human. Well, it's YouTube. I can't add anyone on YouTube. If you find me on Instagram, you find me on TikTok, you can definitely add me. But you can find my email address on my YouTube channel. Just click on my name while I'm talking, just go there. You can find my details and you can send me an email. Okay. Sometimes we put people on a pedestal that they don't actually belong there. And that's when you realize that, oh, okay, this person is actually not my friend. So therefore, if they're not my friend, they are not fake. This person is just not your person. Okay. And then after a tough year, you actually do become strong. After a tough year, it does make you realize your strength and does make you realize your superpower. And I pray and hope if you have subscribed to my channel and I'm your new best friend, we learn that together, that after everything that is tough that has happened to us, we do become stronger. We do come out of the year strong. We do come out of the year excited for what is next. We have wisdom. We are wiser. We now know, what to do, what not to do. We know the things to avoid and the things not to avoid. And we should stick to that. Why not? We should know that, let the lesson that comes with disappointment stay there. The people who have shown themselves that they're not your friends, why are you forgetting? How come you are forgetting that this person has shown you they are not loyal to you, but now in the new year, you have forgotten? I forgot the fact that I'm recovering as a people pleaser. And I was in my hero syndrome, hero complex this year. I was like, why am I trying to be a hero? Why am I trying to be a hero? Yet 2023, 2024, we're excited that we are no longer, people pleasing and doing, but now we're trying to be heroes. You girl, that is still people pleasing. Wow. Wee. So after this toughness, let us never forget, because this is why we fall back into our old selves. You used to be a people pleaser, you survived, you conquered, but now you're back into it. How? You're back into it because you forgot. You forgot. So, another point, guys, the lessons for 2024. After a tough year, let us not forget we do become stronger. Rise through it. Rise through it. And honestly, let us always reconnect with God. Always reconnect with God. Lastly, but this is not the last point for the lives, just last point of the conversation, is don't ever stop putting yourself out there. Never stop putting yourself out there. Yeah, we have to put ourselves out there because we have nothing to lose. As long as we haven't reached our goals, then why should we be scared of putting ourselves out there? I want to monetize. I want to have, at least by the end of next week, 500 subscribers, and then 2 weeks later 1000. If I'm scared to put myself out there, how am I going to reach that? And ask yourself that question. The things that you want, if you put yourself second, if you are scared of putting yourself first, how are you going to reach your goals? Are you going to be scared that, oh, but I don't think I'm perfect in this? Get a coach, get a music coach, get a piano coach, get a speaking coach, get whatever coach. Nowadays, we can hire people, like people for everything that we want to do, even editing a video. You can hire someone that can teach you, that can train you. It's a skill. They can train you how to edit, and you can edit videos. Everything you want to do, you can get someone who can train you to do it, and you will be perfect. So um we are not going to put ourselves second. We are going to put ourselves first. Fear is the last thing. I let us do it. Like produce whatever it is. even your proposal at work, everything produced, and then fear must come last. I always speak to fear. I'm like, fear, you must come to me after I've done it. After this live, then you can come and be like, hey, you were not supposed to be on a live. What were you talking about? Yeah, it's fine. It's fine. It's okay. So it's really okay. Put fear last. Don't put it first. Do not put it first. Because honestly, guys, we feel alive when we're doing the things that we love. I notice when I vocal coach my students, and they are so happy on the days they're coming to get their vocal lessons. You know, whether it's kids or adults, they are excited that, oh, going to sing, we're going to do this. Yay, they're so excited. I'm like, why? It's because they're doing something that they love. It's a hobby. Yes, they're not going to be professional musicians and leave their jobs. However, they just love the fact that there's someone whom they're paying who they can sing in front of, and you can just play with your voice for a full hour and you can go home. You feel like a child. It's so awesome. So always put yourself, never stop putting yourself out there. Never stop putting yourself out there. You feel alive when you do the things that you love. That's one thing I will tell you. You really, really do feel alive. Yeah, I think one thing that I said here was I'm removing myself and keeping, yeah, removing myself from drama. Drama is not my portion. That's something I'm just not going to entertain. I want to be in a place where it is healthy and it is producing good results for my health. Some of us, we struggle with anxiety because we are used to chilling with people that make us feel anxious most of the time. When you're with those people are putting you down. Those people are making you to doubt yourself. Those people are making you to question yourself. Are you good enough? You cannot be putting yourself in that situation. You cannot. You have to put yourself in a situation where there's respect, mutual respect, and you feel valued. And when someone does not value your voice, when someone is showing you that, listen, I'm not going to value your voice, I'm not going to value your opinion, let us remove ourselves from them. They are not the problem. I think we are the problem when we choose to stay in those situations. Like a relationship that no longer needs you, friendship, cousinship. If me being with you, it is a problem, let me remove myself. Because how many times have you been with your friend and they're just giving you backhanded compliments and you're thinking to yourself, why am I even with this person? Oh, you're not good enough. Your channel is not growing. Oh, you're not doing, you said you want to write a book, you haven't written it. Let's be motivating. Remove yourself from places where they're putting you down. Remove yourself from places where you're being looked down on by people that you believe are your family or your friends. God forbid you're dating someone who puts you down. Oh my word, I cannot imagine that. And that is what I cover on this channel. I want a positive place where we can have these conversations. I can show you where read about this, or this trending thing. This is the complex of it. I want that type of a channel. And we also have a podcast, by the way. And yeah, it's still cooking. You'll see it. Well, there is one video up on the podcast where I was speaking to a hypnotherapist, and I'll have different guests because I enjoy having conversation. So come into my channel, support my channel, and understand the person behind the videos. That's why, even though today is like first time in 2025, we're just dusting, we're just dusting. Eh? We are ready, but we want to do more lives so that you can get to know me. I love having conversations. I love listening to people. And no matter how sad their stories are, we are going to be there to listen, comment, and spread love because that is what people need. Sometimes people can't maybe afford a therapist, but they can afford to come to me and have a conversation. It's okay. And that's all that is needed. But what are the things that you learned in 2024? What are the things that you learned in 2024? And with those things, Have you written them down like this and this and this? I've learned 3 points. And now that I've learned these 3 points, moving forward to 2025, I'm not going to repeat the same mistakes. I mean, I'm done calling people best friend, yet they are just friend. Point number one. If you are just a friend, you are just a friend. You are no longer a special cousin. You're just a friend. Please, let's not put flowers where no flowers are supposed to be there. Number two, are we still going to continue being consistent? Yes, being consistent actually has results, but also listening to advisors and maybe do something different. If this is not working, change it and do it this way. That's what we're going to follow. We're going to change certain things within this channel. However, we're still going to be consistent way on this channel because we are in love with the results that come with being consistent and putting in the work. We are now another thing that I've learned is I am not going to be scared to put myself out there. I will allow fear to be at the last. Fear is number two. Number one is release. Release the stuff, release the work that you have put out there. That's point number one. I must release the work. Fear, number two. Only when it has been posted, only when everything has been edited, then I will be scared. Because sometimes this thing of being scared before doing something is the reason why you are not even getting started to begin with. Can't remember what I was reading, and no, I was listening to someone. This guy was like, some people don't even get up and do what they want to do because in their minds they're really scared and they're like, I'm going to fail. They're like, okay, I'm not going to do it. We rebuke that spirit. We rebuke that. You have to do everything that you want to do. Those dreams that you have, continue doing them. Continue doing those dreams. Fulfill them. Write them down. Write them down. Having a notebook is very important so that you write down everything here and you do everything that you want to do. You write it down and then you're like, okay, how am I going to get here? First, with your goals, write down the mega goal. I want 1 million rands. I want, oh yeah, $1 million. This is quite international. I was speaking to someone from Turkey. So if you, according to your currency, write that down. This is what I want. Then you break it down. How am I going to get this million currency, million rands? I'm in South Africa. Million rands. How am I going to get it? How am I going to acquire that? And then the small ideas that come underneath, that is what you do day in and day out. This is what this channel is about, to remind you of your greatness, because I believe you actually do know that you're great. If you're on YouTube, you know a lot of great content creators who speak to us to renew our minds. You know a lot of great content creators that challenge us to change and renew our mindset. you know so we know what we are supposed to do. We are aware that there's we can get everything we want. All I'm here to do is be like, oh well, as a coach, let me hold your hand, let me just remind you, let's do this together. you know let's just do this together. Because aren't you tired of saying congratulations but you have nothing to show, and instead you are now hating on others? Aren't you a bit frustrated that the things that you want are at the other side of fear, but you are allowing fear to block you now? What have you learned in 2024 that now in 2025 you have started implementing? What is it? Let me sit comfortably. What is it that you have learned? If you've learned that you don't need a whole lot of friends, you only need two, then why are you still keeping the 10? Because you have learned that. So why are you still holding on to people that don't value you? Remove the 10 and just stay with the two and stay with the one and work on yourself. I would rather have you with a healthy mind, healthy spirit, a healthy soul, than for you to have a whole lot of people and you are now being toxic. That's the question. That's the question. Why? What have you learned in 2024 that now you are implementing? You're saying to get forward, this is what I am doing. I am not going to back down on this one. I started a healthy lifestyle last year, and I'm going to continue with that healthy lifestyle. Where are the people who are saying, you know what, I've started a healthy lifestyle, so I'm not going to stop now? Where are you? Where are you? 2025, we're doing more lives. I probably will get my friends to be guests and then we can have conversations. Also here on YouTube, because the whole point is this channel has to grow. There is no other way. This channel has to grow. Okay. And this channel is a great place. This channel is a great place for us to communicate, get to know each other, etc. If you are not following me on Instagram, I go by Oguhle_Unkosi 1. And I am on TikTok, I am on Facebook. I've got a Facebook page and yeah, Facebook profile and page. This is the first of many. I will be back with another one. I'm going to play this. This is going to be uploaded tonight, definitely. And then tomorrow, watch out for, well, Thursday, watch out for a video that is coming up. We are learning to put ourselves out there. And even when anxiety and depression step in and they limit us, you know, sometimes when guys we get depressed because life happens. Life really, really happens. Like yo, Asham. Like last week for me, in 2025, I was like, whoa, we're still what was it? We're in, was it February? It was February. It was February. I was like, Lord, we're in February and already I'm this tired. I just felt defeated. I felt like everything that I had planned, God was like, no, it's not gonna happen. And that was a shock for me because I felt like, no, God, you're supposed to be on my side. So that can really discourage you sometimes. That can discourage you, but it should not discourage you to the point where there's no return. Come back, you know, get your gears, get all the weapons, and say, we are in this war, we are fighting, we're going forward. Not like we have to continue fighting this war. I'll see you on the next one. I'll see you. So this week we've done a live. I'll probably come back next week or come back tomorrow, and we are going to grow this channel. Okay. Thank you so much for everyone. To everyone. Thank you to everyone who joined in, and I hope you have a great evening where we catch up and we have conversations. Cheers.